about he want receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts.
After Puff signed it, it's official. Your boy is Freedom Bird. Once I get the paper signed, then I come talk to you. You see what I said?
I felt like I did more than I got credit for, more than I got paid for.
You felt or did you do
Okay, so you all already know that Mase and Diddy have been at odds for years, as Mase claimed that Diddy had exploited his talents. Well, the word has it that Diddy took advantage of more than just Mase's talent. And right now, while Diddy is in hot water, Mase has come forward to spill the beans on his own wild affair with Diddy. So without further ado, let's get into it. Mase and Diddy feud. Diddy has been making headlines due to his involvement in many salacious activities. Although these past few months have highlighted an evil side of Diddy's personal and business relationships, the tragedy of Mase has been reignited. Mase first quit music in 1999 to pursue his newfound passion as a minister. During his time at the Bad Boy label, several unfortunate events transpired which prompted the "Can't Nobody Hold Me Down" rapper to find God. Some of these events allegedly included the untimely passing of label mate the Notorious B.I.G. in 1997. At the time, the Bad Boy label also dealt with a number of legal issues, leading to the incarceration of several artists. You see, after Mase retired, he returned twice, once in 2004 with the album Welcome Back, which was a disappointment compared to his fan-favorite debut, Harlem World, and its follow-up, Double Up, and again in 2009. You all might remember that wild moment when he presented Diddy with documents during a live radio interview demanding to be released from his Bad Boy contract.
Good. Let me give you my card.
After Puff signed it, it's official. Your boy is Freedom Bird. Once I get the paper signed, then I come talk to you.
While Diddy did sign the documents, it was later revealed that he only allowed Mase to appear on songs with other artists. He was otherwise still contractually obligated to Bad Boy Records. In 2012, Mase told fans he was no longer under contract with Bad Boy, but since then he's been vocal about his issues with Diddy. In a since-deleted Instagram post, he claimed that Puff refused to sell him the publishing from his 3 albums, even though he offered $2 million against his original $20,000 advance from 1996.
Do it. He trying to do other stuff.
I'm trying to get my paperwork
He's
signed.
trying to get his freedom. And I ain't mad at him. So go in there and bum rush Puff on air.
When Diddy gave an industry upholding speech during the pre-Grammy Gala accepting the President's Merit Award, Mase called him out for his alleged hypocrisy. He said, "I heard your Grammy speech about how you are now for the artist and about how the artist must take back control. So I'll be the first to take that initiative. Also, before we ask of other ethnicities to do us right, we should do us as black people better. Especially the creators. I heard you loud and clear when you said that you are now for the artist. And to that, my response is, if you want to see change, you can make change today by starting with yourself. Your past business practices knowingly has continued, purposefully starving your artist and been extremely unfair to the very same artist that helped you obtain that Icon Award on the iconic Bad Boy label. For example, you still got my publishing from 24 years ago in which you gave me $20,000, which makes me never want to work with you as any artist wouldn't after you know someone is robbing you and tarnishing your name when you don't want to comply with his horrendous business model." In addition to that, Mase claimed that Diddy was pulling the black community down by exploiting them. He continued, "So I offered you $2 million in cash just a few days ago to sell me back my publishing. That always show you respect for you giving me an opportunity at 19 years old. Your response was, if I can match what the European guy offer him, that would be the only way I can get it back. Or else I can wait until I'm 50 years old and it will revert back to me from when I was 19 years old. You bought it for about $20K and I offered you $2 million in cash. This is not black excellence at all, when our own race is enslaving us. If it's about us owning, it can't be about us owning each other. No more hiding behind love. You changed. Give the artists back their money so they can take care of their families." Although Diddy did not give in to Mase's demands immediately, he decided to transfer rights to the artist in 2021. In a Billboard interview, Diddy claimed that he was put in a position where he felt like he had to look into the mirror. Combs said at that time he was holding the Grammys to task and was getting big offers for the Bad Boy catalog. He said, We live in a time where things are constantly evolving, and it was about reform for me. It was me looking at ways I could reform things as a person that's been asking for change. It was just the right and obvious thing to do. Something I'm proud I did. As a businessman, there comes a time when you have to pick purpose over profit. I'm glad that I've seen both sides. As a businessman, I've evolved and was blessed to be in a position to give the publishing back. Now the thing is, Jaguar has alleged that Diddy wanted to transfer rights to the artists in exchange for signing NDAs. You see, it is natural that people around Diddy saw things that they weren't supposed to see. Therefore, Diddy allegedly decided to use the artist's weakness in order to tie up his loose ends. Anyway, Mase also hinted about Diddy having relations with other artists when he called out Cameron for having an open zipper during a promotional video with Diddy.
Check us out, we here right now. Harlem's on, we in the house.
That's a fact. Harlem, baby.
Harlem. Check us out, Pink Horsepower. What does it do, Cam?
I can't tell you exactly what it do, but you gonna have a lot of fun with your ladies, baby.
Diddy raid Rodney Jones allegations. Mase did take a short break from talking about Diddy, but when the feds paid a surprise visit to Diddy's place, Mase did not stay silent. Speaking to Cameron on their It Is What It Is podcast, the Harlem native discussed the raids carried out by Homeland Security at Diddy's Miami and Los Angeles homes. He said, "Reparations is getting closer and closer. I'll be sure to give you your percentage. It's amazing that all this would transpire on that day. That's eerie, man." For those who don't know, the federal raids were taking place on the 27th anniversary of Notorious B.I.G.'s Life After Death album. The two also noted that it was the 21st anniversary of the Diplomats album, Diplomatic Immunity. You see, immediately after giving back rights to Mase, Diddy claimed that they were cool with each other. "Everything's cool and good now. You know we're brothers and brothers fight. I love him and that's it." In an old clip, Mase also called out that Diddy has everything in his mother's name. He claimed that Diddy does his business under Janice Combs' name so that he could escape whenever the trouble arose. He said, "How dare this N talking about he want receipts? Let's start with your mother, N. Your mother got the receipts, N. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who's got the receipts, N." After mentioning Janice, Mase went on to reference former Bad Boy signees, the Notorious B.I.G., Craig Mack, and Black Rob. He suggested Diddy also exploited those artists, all of whom have since passed away. "You need more proof, N? Big ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with guts. I'm not signing, N, because I don't need the money." Well, at the time Mase made the allegations, the public looked quite favorably on Diddy, so Mase got a huge backlash. Mase did not succumb under pressure, though, and released another statement doubling down on his comments. "Today I wanted to talk to you. Yesterday you probably felt a certain way about the way I communicated, but I'm very unapologetic about the way I communicated, because I know what I said was right. Maybe you didn't like the way that I said it, but I know what I said was right. And I'm going to tell you why. If the devil can use him aggressively, then I want you to know God could use me aggressively." Mase's allegations regarding Diddy about his improper business conduct proved themselves when Lil Rod decided to sue Diddy for SA. In a lawsuit filed in U.S. federal court for the Southern District of New York, Rodney, Lil Rod Jones Jr. alleged that Combs forcibly touched Jones's intimate areas while they worked on the album. He also accused the rapper and his associates, including his 30-year-old son, Justin Dior Combs, his chief of staff, and Combs Global Enterprises of participating in an ST venture. According to Jones, he and Combs worked together between September 2022 and November 2023, a partnership that resulted in 9 songs on the Love album, for which Jones is credited as a producer. Jones also alleged that he was not paid for 13 months of work. All the SA allegations came after Diddy's former girlfriend sued Diddy for SAing her during their relationship. In the lawsuit filed in federal district court in Manhattan, Cassie, otherwise known as Cassandra Ventura, revealed that not long after she met him in 2005 when she was 19, he began a pattern of control and exploitation that included stimulating her with substances, physically harming her, and forcing her to get with a succession of male workers while he filmed the encounters. The lawsuit stated, Combs began aggressively pursuing Ventura, who signed with Bad Boy at age 19 and quickly catapulted to fame. inviting himself to a gathering for her 21st birthday where he forcibly kissed her and immediately exerted his power and influence. But as one can imagine, due to Combs' higher status as the founder of Bad Boy Records, Ventura could not refuse his advances or substances, for that matter, without jeopardizing her career. Despite her efforts to escape Combs' toxic relationship, Cassie was repeatedly tracked down by his vast network of corporations and affiliated entities and compelled to return to him. In a statement, Cassie explained her intention of broaching the subject by saying, "After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and in their relationships." With the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that this was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma I have experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life. Ben Brofman, a lawyer for Mr. Combs, claimed that Ventura filed a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies after a failed attempt to blackmail the rapper into paying her $30 million by threatening to write a damaging book about their relationship. But it looks like Diddy's good days are over. As recently, video footage of incriminating evidence has hit the news. Security video obtained by CNN appears to show music mogul Sean Diddy Combs A-ing ex-girlfriend Cassie in a 2016 hotel attack that she detailed in a since-settled lawsuit. She alleged that the rapper physically hurt and essayed her for years. CNN reported that the video was from an incident in March 2016, and it captured multiple angles. You might remember that Cassie alleged in a federal lawsuit in November that Combs ard and physically aid her, including punching, beating, kicking, and stomping her over the course of their relationship. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office revealed that it was aware of the disturbing video. If the conduct depicted occurred in 2016, unfortunately, we would be unable to charge, as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of A can be prosecuted. As of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack depicted in the video against Mr. Combs. In her suit, Cassie detailed an alleged attack that she said happened at a Los Angeles hotel in 2016, in which she suffered a black eye after Combs became drunk and punched her in the face. She explained that Combs then fell asleep but continued to be physically violent when he woke up, and Cassie attempted to leave the hotel room. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. He grabbed at her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. In her suit, Cassie alleged that Combs paid the hotel $50,000 to obtain footage of the hallway incident. Not to mention, IHG Hotels and Resorts said that the hotel in the alleged incident is no longer under IHG management. IHG did not produce this footage, did not receive money for this footage, and does not have access to it. A source familiar with the criminal investigation involving Combs claimed that back in March, 3 women and a man had been interviewed by federal officials in Manhattan in relation to allegations of ST, SA, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal items. Anyway, after the video went viral, Mr. Combs released a video apology on Instagram. Combs claimed that there is no excuse for his behavior that was caught on a CCTV that showed him allegedly A-ing his former partner in a hotel hallway in 2016. It is so difficult to reflect on the darkest times of your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I was disgusted when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry. I went out and sought professional help, had to go into therapy, into rehab, had to ask God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to being a better man each and every day. Hours later, in a statement provided to ABC, Ms. Ventura's lawyer, Meredith Firetog, said that Combs' apology was more about himself than the many people he has hurt. When Cassie and multiple other women came forward, he denied everything and suggested that his victims were looking for a payday. That he was only compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false show his pathetic desperation, and no one will be swayed by his disingenuous words. We all know that 50 has always trolled Diddy on social media, and as expected this time, he did not hold back while speaking about Diddy's situation. 50 Cent shared his reaction to Combs' apology over a 2016 video by saying, "This is not going to work. Who is advising him right now? SMH, bad move. He also added, I'm sure Puffy didn't do it. He is innocent. This proves nothing. This is what his lawyers are going to say. God help us all. Ever since the video got out, several rappers have reacted to Diddy's disturbing behavior. Rapper Imani said, we have video proof, so ain't nothing else to question. Sean Puffy P. Diddy, Puff Diddy, and Love Combs is a disgusting person, and anyone willing to defend his actions should seek therapy right along with him. Another rapper, Rah Digga, commented, that Diddy footage is too disturbing. Interesting that this is from 2016 and just coming out now. Did someone at the hotel just grow a conscience? Did the NDA expire? Was he late on the evidence suppression payment? So many questions. And some of y'all owe Cassie an apology. Fans mirror Digga's sentiment. They're also asking questions regarding the footage's origin. Nobody is going to ask who was sitting on this video for 8 years? Do hotels keep surveillance that long? Should there be repercussions for the hotel not reporting this incident? What good is video surveillance if this could happen to you and security or the police aren't informed? Let's not forget Diddy's lawyer previously claimed that the raid at his client's house was an overuse of military resources. Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. Mr. Combs was never detained but spoke to and cooperated with authorities. Despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. This unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. Well, it looks like that step was more than adequate for the types of things Diddy was involved in. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.